And we return to NGT500. Round 3, it's going to be Mount Fuji. And we already have 2 different winners to look at. Hi, I am NL Motorsport 5.
I am
That was lame.
Mateo
Oh,
Giuliano.
gosh. Anyway, we are here for round 3. Of course. Anyway, I try. So let's get to it. One of the big stories of the weekend, String Bean 6116 gets to pole for the first time, showing a third different pole sitter. Are we going to see a third different winner today?
I honestly think we might. Derek seems to have a pretty good strategy on hand, as the engineer's been talking to before the race. So it will be interesting to see how that unfolds, to see if there's going to be either 2 stops or 3 stops from these teams.
And let's not forget the other step of the podium. Third place is going to be a hot ticket item as this race continues.
All right, we are going to go through our starting grid. As we said, String Bean is on the pole as Swift takes P number 2, and then Nathan takes P3 in the GTR, and then P4, John Terrell in the Lexus. What's up? Let me make sure I get this right. Oh, okay, alright. Okay, so, String B 6116 is on the pole, Swift is in P2, P3 is John Terrell, Antbuster 97 is not supposed to be lined up there, that is by error. P4 lineup is NL Motorsport 5, P5 currently 3rd in the points championship. Steve Jackson 201 starting the AlphaTauri team today. Adam 2009D in the yellow hat Nissan today, and then Joe WX27 starting out as the second Lexus car in P number 7, and then in P8 ANAT 20 in the other Honda, and then Ben Layen, Travis, and Snag TGK take the last 3 spots on the grid. Antbuster will take a provisional move out of the way to get so he doesn't start 3rd. We are going to get this race going. The grid is clear, ready for the start of round number 3.
And we also want to make mention, low filter Alec is not in the race. They failed pre-race inspection and were unable to get to the grid. So, 12 cars on the grid now. We look at the lights.
Yes.
Yep.
We're going to do a 3, 2, 1, go, and then we're going to start for 20 seconds. Everybody ready?
Ready.
All right. Just keep in mind that I'm going to be skipping ahead towards the end so I can make the Nations Cup. So, yes. All right. 3, 2, 1, fuck you, go. On 5 single red lights. And we're off.
String Bean with a nice run. He takes the first position. Swift not far behind as he looks inside. I think he's going to clean the pass coming out of turn 1. He slots String Bean into 2nd place. Maybe not bad placement for the start of this race. He gets to get a podium in this race. And let's go on board the String Bean machine as he's leading Honda as he looks on the outside. Looking back now, P3 belongs to John Torrell. He'll take the 3rd spot. In 4th place, there's another Nissan. That of NL Motorsport 5. He is, as we look back at the leader, 1-second penalties handed to Swift already. Could this be a penalty-happy race? Battle for 5th place now. Is D. Jackson Rocks in 5th place, winning position. Runners in the last race, actually the first 2 races. Can he go 3 for 3 in footage today? Starting 5th place as Joe is looking into maybe taking 6th place away from Adam. Builds inside and looks to win that battle for P6. Yep, 3 cars are breaking away from the main pack. Oh, my apologies, 4 cars. Elusive and ironically enough, a red paint scheme of the pack. So, quite appropriate color. Fill pack, if you will. Leading the second pack, though, in 5th place is the Jackson Works 2. Through 12th, they seem to be in a big gap. Well, actually, Ben Land is off pace. He's in the 12th position. He needs to get some points. No points for Ben Land yet this season. As we look closer to the front now, a little more separation between first and second positions. Looks like Smoking is running also in the clutches of John Twirl and final battling for the final position. He is the leading Honda. Side by side. Can it be 2 times? Travis slots in. Very tight corner. Really can lay it in 4th gear. I want to get the extra 2, maybe 3rd gear, but I don't suggest it. And look at the podium positions. It is 1 manufacturer on each step. This is great to see in this series. Seeing all 3 manufacturers putting their best bullet in, if you will. Draft straight away, but it looks like Stringbean is starting to reel in Swift as we complete 3 laps in this race. 20 laps to go now. Yeah, and a very fast lap time from Swift on lap 2, 1:30.39. That is some of the fastest lap times we've seen this week, rather today. Not often you see that in race trip. But with Swift on pole, let's go right along again with String Bean. This is our second pole, rather third pole sitter. John Toro taking the pole in the season at Tokyo Grand Prix, and then Swift taking pole last year at the Kyoto Grand Prix. But this is good. Can this be String Bean 6116's race today? more separation now. That looks to be maybe the closest battle on track. As actually looking back now, 3 wide for P7. Buster 97 is going to prevail there, but as I say that, Travis and Snag with the draft. Can they look to overtake Buster now? Able to hold the position, but let's take a look now at Buster 97 paint scheme. This is a new paint scheme, no longer the modal paint scheme, rather 5 extra horsepower. I like it. Oh, it's the wow. Together. Separation. A lot of drivers are in no man's land. I mean, Travis and Buster with Snag, that's a threesome to keep an eye on as they battle for the 7th, 8th, and 9th position. As well as 7, 8 afraid of 9, or 9 afraid of 7. We'll see. Oh, that's right. As there is one taker on pit road. Will anyone join NL Motorsport as a first taker on pit road? Looks like NL Motorsport will be slotted into the 6th position. Just in front of Travis. I'm sorry, what were you going to say? And I do believe we'll see the first takers, because it is a half fuel tank to start this race as Swift keeps the lead. But Street Beam is there. I didn't even say. I'd say that's striking distance. He is close enough to maybe make something out of it. We'll see. We'll have to see what these leaders decide to do this lap, and can it? Looks like Swift is heading in. Maybe the Street Beam. What could that be? John Toll an additional invitee to the pit road party as he comes in along with Pete Jackson Rocks 2 Alpha's Boy tribute paint. And NL Motorsport is going to pass 3 cars on this pit sequence, that being Streaming and John Toll. So the uppercut. But could it be short-term gain, as for the initial time being it is a short-term gain, but will it be a long-term loss? Can the 2-stop prevail, as I'd imagine a lot of the pit stops maybe 3 times down pit road. We're gonna have to see as the day continues on. Medium tires is the harder tire today, as soft tires are the softer choice of tire. For more. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to do. We complete lap 7 now. String Green is in the draft. This is the best battle on track we do have. And out of trouble as we look back, Maniac 20, he moves it around. Looks like a one-car incident. Back up to the battle of NL Motorsport and String Bean 6116. He is gaining position, well, not position, but time rather, on NL Motorsport 5. This is not the first time they've been battled on track, or the Hunter and the Hunted. Looking at last round Kyoto Grand Prix, these two had a very hard but clean fought battle, except for one little skirmish on them. Well, we're gonna see. Rip. There it is. Mic check.
And Derek has pulled up behind him coming out of Sector 1. Will he be able to do anything this lap?
We ride on board with String Bean now covered by NL Motorsport. And this is another passing opportunity coming up now. Will String Bean maybe peek on the inside? And String Bean does need to get going. He does need to get around NL Motorsport to maybe have another chance at battling for Swift, but between the two, String Bean does have the better tire now, so I would have to imagine his Team Penske is hollering on the radio to get past NL Motorsport as quickly as possible, as very close now on the exit of Honda. String Bean inside. Can NL Motorsport hold the outside as they go into the braking corner? Side by side. No, and he clears them. So move String Bean 6116 into the second position now. NL Motorsport still lingers on the podium. He would like to get back on the podium after his victory. There's String Bean exits the corner. I would have to say all these cars get sideways out of the corner. These are very fast machines. Here, maybe the closest battle on track is still NL Motorsport and String Bean. Alright, we start with Swift as he has a special Kosana Penske going. We start with Swift. Started on the second position, did not get pole. Was the pole winner last round at the Kyoto Grand Prix. Second place, String Bean. Second spot, and tires running Honda right now. I think I do project him pitting this time. I do see him heading to pits this time, maybe lap 12. We're going to see what he does here. He did pit one lap earlier compared to everyone else on lap 5. You really do. Hell yeah. You saw that shit. Might get overtaken by D. Jackson. So drops down to P4. And looking at Adam's car, this is a new paint scheme also. It's a couple of new paint schemes here. Because they go into turn 1. And Bill Davis Racing's number 22. Let's see that. Bump him? I think you're on the back of him. And coming to the pits now is our leader, Swift. Changing those softs. So move straight B into the number 1 position. Swift exits the pits. He gets into 2nd spot, still ahead of John Toral. As String B, maybe extend those. Is he on soft tires? Needs to get a better check on that. In the defense now. We'll move now to Adam. Swift and pit road along with Travis. Travis exits. The Good Smile Racing team is back underway in 8th spot. You gotta imagine. What are they looking for this weekend? Are they looking for? Oh, sorry. I don't know what that Travis is doing. Haha. 21 minutes. There, jeez, come on now. And that is consistency at its finest. Dare I bid the judge. Oh, and around. Travis exited.
Oh, and snagged just
Oh,
barely
oh!
misses him. Oh. Wow, what an
That was very close.
Third place battle.
And we look at third place. John Toro moves into third place. But let's see. And Motorsport has a big draft. Is he going to get inside? So move NL Motorsport to the third position. John Toro back to fourth, but let's keep an eye on this battle. This is going to be probably something to keep an eye on. And both drivers still have to pit one more time. We'll have to see where their placement of pitting will be. Swift still has a 0.10 penalty. Oh, that's gone. Looks like he serves his complete penalty. String Bean still leads. We're about to complete 15 laps. And I see him trying to inching over. Is he pitting this time?
Yes.
Boy, that's a long stretch. Make it, what is that, 8? And John Toro enters the pits. And D. Jackson rocks. Lots of separation now. Remind you, we take a look at the point standings. Let's see, it is Swift still in the lead after the 2 rounds with 47 points. NL Motorsport comes in second place in the points with 33 points. And D. Jackson Rocks is in third spot in the points with 30 points. So right now, D. Jackson, between the top 3 drivers of the top 5, is having a good place run, a good run, but I'm sure would rather be in the podium positions. Fuji is one of those tough tracks. Very slow corners. So we're to the 2/3 distance of the race. What do you guys see here that could really change things up? Can String Bean maybe catch up to Swift? What about Motorsport? lapping over. Yes. I think this will be his last pit stop of the race. As NL Motorsports goes down pit road. Very fast lap, indeed, for the Honda driver. That's his fastest lap of the race on lap 17 as we start to work lap 18 now. And NL Motorsports exits the pits. He'll be in front of the Jackson Rocks in 4th position. Snag sideways coming in. Well, these are the last bit of points. Every point matters, and if you can get that one step better. As Adam goes into the pits, he was on mediums. Alright, so Swift coming in. This is his final pit stop. Everyone's starting to do their final pit stop. Is Stream Beam gonna pit this time? Big time as Swift exits the pits right behind P10. Next one is maybe we'll get a lap down here. He is the last points paying driver. And Buster 97 to pits. That Nissan GT-R comes. And at trouble for the leader behind A-Net 20. Unable to get around of the lap car, P10 that is. Don't see any real. What's that? So Swift in the lead now, but after John Troll to the pits now, that's for the final podium position. Move that now to NL Motorsports. Could this be a big stretch? Fresher tires for John Troll now as he comes out of the pits P4. I don't know. And then well, we're going to have to see how each round pans out, as it looks like this one's in the favor of Swift, but I mean, it's got to be an amazing feeling for the Team Penske Honda to at least get a podium because, I mean, the first two races were a cusp of the way almost there for a podium for String Beat. Fourth, and now second place. It's got to be a great feeling for that team. Proving a point too. I mean, this is really making a strong case, saying, "Hey, you know, I'm here to fight. He's here to race." And Team Penske is showing it. And what a lovely Penske this we have here. As we go back to third place in motorsports, as an N20 spins coming out of the chicane. No worries there, local yellow there. But for third place, John Tor has been catching up to NL Motorsport as we come to 2 laps to go. It looks like it is going to be a swift victory today for Swift as he picks up not only his first and nearly into the 129 second bracket. Unbelievable speed by Swift as he continues his voyage. Sunday drive rather, up front. John Torres there. I mean, he is catching up to what a podium this would be for 2 Nissans to be on the Nissan Fuji Grand Prix. It's certainly a sight to see as Swift comes around the final corner. He looks to take the white flag this time and becomes one of the few drivers in NGT500 history to win their first race and next race, but we have more enough to find out if that record will happen as Swift takes the white flag with String Bean in a hot pursuit for second. Oh, did he screw up? He is very close as they have 1 lap to duke it out. Hanging out on the outside. As we continue.
A lot of these guys' tires are very worn out.
John Toll with a run now, and Motorsport defends. Can John Toll take it on the outside? They touch again.
Oh, and he goes into the grass and he's around.
Oh, and he's around. NL Motorsport spins and gives John Toll MP3 now.
And Swift
Could-
will take the victory.
Swift comes to the line, and what a podium for Team Penske as they come P2 in that Honda, and getting the final podium position is going to be John Toll in the Lexus. Another 3 manufacturer finish on the podium. A Nissan, a Honda, and a Lexus round out your podium positions as a very disappointing 4th place for NL Motorsports as he loops it coming around the chicane. The Jackson Rocks wraps up your top five. And we're getting... Oh, no. Travis spins. And another time.
Very crazy race here in NGT. A lot of guys spread out, but at the end, the battle for the podium definitely did heat up, and another great win for Swift. It's seeming like he's starting to become the class of the field.
He really is, and I gotta tell you, this has been like, how about this? No caution in this race. There wasn't not a caution in this race, so very clean race. And the shortest distance race is now in the books. We look on now to Monza, as Monza might be a kind of a fun track for a lot of drivers to go to. Can Honda or even Lexus get their first victory of the season at Monza? We look on to Thursday now, as the Monza Grand Prix will be here. Any final thoughts before we conclude? All right, and what happens in round 4? Does Swift continue his streak, or is there going to be a new manufacturer? Because Honda and Lexus have yet to win this season.
I personally think that there will be a new winner. Monza is a very, very quick circuit, and I think there's going to be a lot of drivers that have a lot of skill there that will be able to give Swift a challenge. So if anyone's really going to have a shot to win it, I'm going to have to say it's one of the Hondas. They've been very, very close this season. They've had combined 3 podiums with 2 different drivers, and I really think that they're really fiending here. So we'll see how it pans out.
And post-race, we did have a vote on which Monza track the drivers wanted to go to. A lot of the drivers chose to go with the chicane. The first chicane, that is, not the non-chicane course. So will that cause probably the most chaos in Turn 1 in this season so far?
I definitely think that it's also going to be very, very important to see what the tire choices are going to be. If you're able to not only have the best tire choices, but manage your tires throughout the race, you will have something to work with in the end. And I think Monza will breed a few cautions.
Okay. So cautions will be the topic, you believe?
I definitely believe so, and it's also going to be very important to see how people even work the draft on the restarts.
Right, because I don't think this race is going to necessarily have a spread like we had at Fuji. I don't think there's going to be that separation.
No, I don't think so, and I also think that using the harder compound tires is going to prevent the tire wear from being very, very extraneous, as it's a pretty low wear track. So, well, we'll see how it pans out, and we'll see if a new team can take the top step of the podium.
Okay, that's it from us. Swift continues his lead and extends his lead. We look to Monza now as we close the books on round 3 and on to round 4.
And we are done. Oh no, that